Let's turn our attention now to politics. The candidate of the All Progressives Congress in the forthcoming Edo governorship election, Okpebholo, has promised that those responsible for the violence during the party's campaign in Etsako Central local government area will be held accountable. Thugs allegedly affiliated with the opposition party were said to have attacked the APC campaign train. According to the APC candidate, this incident marks the second attack on the party's campaign team in less than 1 week, alleging that attempts to disrupt the party's campaign rallies in these areas have intensified by gunshots and physical violence. Senator Okpebholo has condemned the attacks and is calling on relevant security agencies to investigate the incident and ensure that the culprits are apprehended. He emphasized that violence has no place in politics and urged all parties to engage in peaceful campaigns. Away from that now, selected adolescent girls from public schools across Ekiti State are currently undergoing a 5-day training on skill acquisition. This initiative is being sponsored by the State Ministry of Education in collaboration with the World Bank's program, Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment. The State Commissioner for Education says that the boot camp was to ensure that the children build confidence that would assist them to navigate adulthood. In a speech, the project coordinator of the Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment said the initiative was to develop an all-round perfect adolescent child.
This is part of what government is doing to ensure that our children, they build their own confidences because they have these life skills to be able to navigate adulthood. We teach them that there is a difference between being assertive and being aggressive. There is a difference between being humble and being timid.
Because of the safe space session, it creates a platform for the girls to be able to develop self-confidence, self-esteem, and life skills, which are skills that are needed to navigate through adulthood. We realize that it's not just academic excellence that is needed for a man to be a total man or a total woman. For total development to happen in any child, the child must be complete. It's not just academics. There are other things like self-esteem, leadership skills.
Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji led government will continue to upscale and improve. We want to ensure that Ekiti, having been known as a fountain of knowledge, that we continue to take a leading position in the educational development.
Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Umo Eno says participation of the state government in the just concluded African Food System Conference will boost agricultural revolution component of the Arise agenda of his administration. Governor Eno said this while addressing Government House correspondent at the Victor Atta International Airport in Uyo upon his return from the conference, which took place in Kigali, Rwanda. According to him, the conference highlighted the need for member states of the Africa Food Systems Forum to examine the systems adopted by successful nations to guarantee food security and strategies to accelerate the attainment of same in Africa. He said lessons from the conference will aid review of the state's agricultural revolution strategies and fine-tune government collaboration with donor agencies with a view to ensuring optimum realization of the Arise agenda goals.
International conferences such as this exposes you to learn and to test, to have peer review, if you like. Are we on the right track? Is that the way the world is going? Africa food systems. What are the systems that other successful nations have put in place that guarantees food security? What are we doing? Can we accelerate? Can we meet them? These are the things you learn. We are trying to work with other donor agencies to see the things we are doing. And in the next couple of months, we'll begin to see that.
In Adamawa State, the state government says it has commenced a vaccination campaign against hemorrhagic septicemia disease, which recently killed over 1,000 cattle in neighboring Taraba State. The exercise is led by the State Commissioner for Livestock and Aquaculture. We have details in this report.
To prevent the outbreak of hemorrhagic septicemia disease in Adamawa, divisional veterinary officers and other personnel from the state Ministry of Livestock and Agriculture have been deployed to border communities with Taraba State and Republic of Cameroon for mass vaccination campaign targeting cattle and other ruminants. The team is here in Gongochi, a pastoral grazing reserve community settlement in Mayobewa local government area, where the vaccination exercise is ongoing. Hundreds of cattle have been vaccinated here against the animal killer disease.
We are here to come and visit our Fulani herdsmen who are always with us, to give them special services on the new outbreak of disease that we have experienced in Nigeria that have approached our border states. We are especially with them to come and give them the necessary services so that they can feel the impact of our administration as a government.
The importance of the vaccination exercise is reeled out by the officials who ask residents to remain vigilant.
Today we are giving prophylactic, approach. Prophylaxis in the sense that it's a step taken to prevent any invasion and any infection that may come, into the animal and livestock population, particularly cattle in essence, along the borderlines of Adamawa, Taraba State.
We have a suspected cases in Taraba State that killed thousands of herds of cattle. And certainly we need to take proactive measures to, control, prevent it from coming into the state.
Speaking in Fufude, Abdul Gadeje, a community leader, commends the state government for its swift action in protecting the cattle. The state government says the next phase of the vaccination exercise will capture the entire 21 local government areas of the state. This strategy is to ensure that no part of the state is affected by the animal killer disease known as hemorrhagic septicemia.
To entertainment news now, singer Andrew Mose has emerged winner at the maiden edition of the Plug the Ox Talent Hunt competition. TVC News senior reporter Theophilus Elama tells us more about this.
With Nigeria having one of the fastest growing music industry, various emerging talents in the country are seeking platforms to explore and become more visible. One of such platforms is Plug the Ox, bringing together musical talents and selecting the best of them. 5 musical talents were chosen from over 100 applicants after their songs were scrutinized.
Working on radio for a long time, I've had to encounter a couple artists, upcoming artists who would send messages to the radio stations and Instagram and just social media basically, and also to me personally asking for an opportunity to be on radio, get their songs played, and I know that all over, somehow, I wouldn't want to put that out, but a lot of people don't have the money, because music basically right now is about money. You have to have that financial muscle. So I just thought, why don't we do something, to bring all of these guys that don't have the resources, to be heard.
It's great in a way that if people are doing this with their platforms, those that have platforms and have the power to push artists, indie artists or upcoming guys in their own little way, it will really push people to come out more and get that exposure that they really need to achieve their dreams.
Nigeria is filled up with a bunch of talents, and they're looking for how to break through. And in the process of looking for how to break through, some of them engage themselves in things they are not meant to do, out of frustration, out of the hunger of being heard across the world. So I want to say kudos to the organizers of this. With this is going to give birth to new talents.
Each applicant took turns to perform songs from other artists, as well as self-composed songs. After a rigorous process, Andre Moss emerged winner of the first edition of Plug the Ox, which automatically moves him to the final stage.
He's the one that's always given me the confidence to be able to live my dream like this and be heard. So I thank God and I appreciate it. I appreciate Plug the Ox, I appreciate Max FM. They've been giving us airplay.
He will compete for the grand prize with 4 others in December this year. Theophilus Ilama, TVC News, Lagos.